Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and today I thought I'd do something more aimed towards siblings. And I've been trying to think for a while what I can talk about, because I feel like I've covered quite a lot in my previous videos and I actually couldn't come up with a topic, if I'm completely honest. And then today I thought it was quite a good name for a video, and that is recovering from your sibling's mental illness. So as we know, or many of you might not know, when obviously a sibling is suffering from a mental illness, it takes its toll massively on siblings. And I always used to explain it like, for example, so the person who's going through the mental illness is so tormented and so in their own bubble that they struggle to see like the torment that it's having on the family, like what it's doing to friends, what it's doing to just anyone around them, like their own life, everything like that. And as a sibling, you're generally, you know, in a well mental state, and you can actually see everything that's going on. So you're kind of looking at the world from outside and you're seeing like the destruction that it's having on everything. And you know, it's actually, I feel it's just as bad a situation to be in as the sibling, because, or as the person who's suffering, because you're sort of sitting there, not generally sitting there, but you're somewhere, and you're almost like looking in on the world. And I just think that's really hard, because, you know, you're seeing the struggle your sibling's going through. You can't do anything to help them, apart from be there for them. You want to try and make them better, and, you know, and it's really difficult and you can't. And, you know, you're seeing the pressure that it's putting on your parents or on your family or on your friends, on everyday life. And it's hard. And I think sometimes, I mean, people could correct me if they've had different experiences, but for example, for me, you know, then the sibling gets better, you know, I hope. In my case, you know, obviously Sam got better, and then, you know, she's enjoying things in life and, you know, enjoying, you know, going out, being able to eat places, having a boyfriend and all these things. And as a sibling, you're kind of like, oh, well, what about, you know, what about everything that I remember? Like, you know, I can remember some really awful things and they're sort of like stuck in your mind, and you're sort of left like almost a bit bewildered, like, well, I don't really know what to do with the memories. I don't know what to do with my life now, because you've almost got to get on with your life as well. And it's really hard. It's almost like a recovery process for the siblings as well, that they need to go through to get to a stage where they can also move on and, you know, get their life back without having, you know, constant worry of their sibling. If I'm honest, the one thing that I look back and say I wish I'd done is speak to someone at the time, as in like a therapist, or had some sort of like professional that I could go to. Obviously I spoke to my mum and dad, but it's hard when they're in, you know, they're right in the middle of the situation. And you don't want to put extra pressure on them. So I do feel, you know, my advice to other siblings out there is to speak to someone as soon as you can, you know, whether it be after, when your sibling's hopefully in recovery, or whether it's, you know, at the beginning or in the middle, any time. I think it's so important. And, you know, you feel kind of selfish, because you're like, well, why am I going when I'm not the one suffering? But in it, you know, I just think everyone suffers when it comes to mental illness. The people around the sufferers suffer. That was too many suffers in like one go. But yeah, I just think that's so important, and it's important to, you know, take a bit of time to yourself, and almost as if you were the one who had gone through it, because you are. Like, siblings go through it just as much as everyone else does. And I just think that's really, really important, and to make sure that you have a recovery path for yourself, as well as, you know, the family and the sufferer themselves. So I just think that's super important. And if anyone has any ideas of what others can do, please do post them below, because I know that I've had quite a lot of views on my other sibling videos, and I should have actually done more, and I'm going to try and think of other things to cover in the next few weeks, because I just think they just help siblings feel less alone. So yeah, if you can comment below with any ideas you might have that can help others, that would be wonderful. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye.